It's time that we head on over to Onko in Cetus. He waits behind the door, only if we're in operator form. Hello there, good sir.
From memories of a past that is yet to be, the Unknown knows you as a terror to the Eidolons. This has been waiting for you, to deliver upon them a terrible ruin.
And this gives us our very first Motamp.
We have had and shall have a long association, Daniel. I know our conversations well, Shola.
Now, Quill Onko always talks about time as a very fluid thing, that the past, the present, the future, they all kind of meld together for them.
Eidolon Siet Swang intercepted at isolated node Sad by Tenno Sad Park. But first, interaction.
God knows what any of that actually just meant. Now, here's the thing, is that this amp we've acquired here, the Motamp, is a very basic and functional amp, and that's it. It is very basic and merely functional, and I know from past experience that's not going to be enough.
We have prepared.
What I would very much like is to have access to, at the very least, a Raplak Pencha Klapkra amp. Now that's the very, very basic upgrade from the very, very basic. We go from a 0 to a 1, or in this case actually a 111. If you don't know how that works, you should definitely be checking out my amp guide. Other parts are available at higher ranks, but those high ranks are going to take a lot of work to get there. So for now, let us have a look as to how I can get to just that rank 1. We would need to turn in 10 of these intact sentient cores and a bunch of credits. It so happens I have 10, but I don't yet have the 5,000 standing. And to get that 5,000 standing also consumes these cores. In fact, we would need 20 of them to get the standing, and then another 10 to do the rank up. With the Raplak Prism, Pencha Scaffold and Klapka Brace, they also all require materials in order to build them. Obviously everything in Warframe does, and as it so stands, I don't have anything of note of those materials. So I'm missing Mercury Livers, Tear Azurite, Escher Devar, all of this good stuff right here. So that does need tending to as well. Now when it comes to the Azurite, the Devar, and the alloy, those 3 bits there are all craftables as well. We don't just get them from drops, we need to produce those. I am missing all of those blueprints, that needs to be worked on as well. It's only so much value I can get from leveling up with the quills if I don't yet have the means to make good on it. Let's browse our wares here. I do have 3,040 standing and absolutely no rank ups. Here we can get the Tear Azurite, the Pyrotic, but not the Escher Devar. That is level 1. So it means I'm going to need to rank up with the Ostrons as well. I could go mining, but the results for these is not very great. I don't recall having gone fishing yet. In fact, I don't even have their fishing spears. What I am going to need to do is obtain an appropriate spear to go fishing properly. And some luminous dye would be a good idea as well. I cannot access the Mercury bait, so the Mercuries are just going to be a little bit more troublesome than I would like to have to deal with. But let's pick up the Lanzo fishing spear. And let's pick up some luminous dye. I need to get a bit of standing, I need to get some fishing bits, but there's only a little bit of fishing bits I need to get. Now if we have a look at the Ostron standing rank requirement, it also requires more Grokdraw than I have, more Iridite than I have, more Nizzle Pods than I have. Everything is requiring me to do more and more and more with this open world than I have so far done. The other thing I can do is conservation. Now, do I have the tool for that? I don't see it. First things first, let's get a trank rifle, because capturing the animals is going to be a very good place to get started in terms of getting a bunch of standing very easily. We'll head on over to the business. Trank rifle, 500 standing, I have 400. Darn. Do I have a spare gem I can trade in? Oh yes, plentifully. There we go, that's 1,000 standing just like that.
I wasn't always about the preservation.
Now I can obtain this trank rifle. Now you might be asking yourself, Why isn't Dan just doing bounties, especially with the new and improved loadout he has, including things like the Spore Laser? Surely that would be better. And it is a good source of standing, at least as far as the Plains of Eidolon goes. However, we haven't done any conservation yet, and this is also a decent source. So I want to do it. And I think I just nailed all 3 of those shots. That gives us 900 standing, 1,200 standing, and 900 standing, which has already maxed us out in a single go. And this is why I'm not doing the bounties. That was instant. So now I can focus on all the rest of what I need, and that is to get a hold of the Grokdrol, the Iridite, and the Nisselpods. The Grokdrol, the best place to start with that is to get towards the Grineer encampments. Iridite we'll find along the way. Now, if I recall correctly, I think the amount of resources that drop from these is actually scaled by the level of the plains, and by extension then the level of bounty currently active. What I'd like to find is a Grokdrol canister to just confirm that. Right there. So it should drop 1 at the moment. And indeed, I get 1 Grokdrol. So I'm now going to blink pad back to Cetus, or rather, very close to Cetus. I'm going to head on over to the bounty hut over here. And I'm going to activate the highest level 1 that I can. So this should massively increase the level of the plains. We can see that's level 43 now, so that is massively higher. So let's see if a Grokdrol drum now drops a lot more than it did before. We can see that my damage here is still doing pretty good. If I can hit this in time to stop reinforcements, that'd be great. There we go. Here's a Grokdrol drum. 3. Okay, yes. It's not as many as I hoped. I hoped it would be 5 drop rather than 3. Because I took a tier 5 bounty. There was another 3 from that drum. So by taking the higher level bounty, I've increased the level of the entire map, and therefore the returns. Let's travel over to a new location. Now I have not yet constructed an Archwing, so I can't use that to travel around. I could travel via K-Drive. That should be a little bit faster. 5 Grokdrol. Okay, yes. Maybe I was too close to Cetus on that other drum. So this one is even higher. There's another 5. Excellent. Another 5. Another 5. Oh. And yes, 5 Iridite as well. So increasing the distance has gained us the full benefit of the level. Go and check up. We have 10 Iridite, 32 Grokdrol. Now I think Nisselpods come from up on the top like the sea. So let's travel over there, see if I can also get Nisselpods along with the rest. I haven't googled this, so I'm running entirely off memory. And my memory is correct, there's 5 Nisselpods. And a Cetus Wisp! Yes, that is a very important resource to have picked up. Those are going to be necessary for building the amp. There we go, 30-minute run, got the standing almost instantly, and then picked up a whole bundle of resources. Let's see where that puts us in terms of ranking up. Oh, brilliant. I got more than enough resources there. I was thinking we needed 50, not 25. So let us get this rank up. And with that, I could pick up the Escher Devar blueprint, so we don't even need to purchase that one anymore now. All I need at this point is to get a bit more standing to purchase the other relevant blueprints. With that done, let's head over to Old Man Sunbart, browse the wares, and pick up the relevant blueprints. Now, let's double check how much of these materials I'm going to require. So all told, I need to do some mercury fishing, I need to do some pyrrole mining, get a little bit more iridite, some other general resources, and then we'll be good. I believe I'm going to be interrupted. Oh hey, pyrrole. Lucky again on the pyrrole. Pyrrole acquired. Next is to go up top, grab the iridite. That's another 5. Another 5. One more pickup of those and we'll have all the iridite. There we go. Right then. Now I just need to do the fishing. To do that, let's teleport down to this blue pad and check for hotspots in this location. No hotspots that I can see. Nope, no hotspots here. So I'm going to go to the other side. Ah yes, plenty of hotspots over here. Let's grab our fishing spear, switch to the Lanzo. Let down the luminous dye so we can actually see what's going on. And let's get to fishing. Now everything that's not a Mercury is mostly just going to be for the fish oil. The other way that I can get Mercury livers would be to fight the Tusk Thumpers that spawn. And whilst that is certainly an option, it's not exactly a guarantee to get the Mercury livers that way either. Oh, I thought the hotfix had deployed. Now, having waited for all the update stuff to sort itself properly, we're also very close to nighttime. Which means I can start getting some of those very necessary sentient cores as well. But first, let's go fishing. Okay, I've looked it up. My memory was incorrect. Mercuries do not naturally spawn rarely. They apparently require their bait. But now, let's go inspect the kind of creek along here and see if we can't find some of those Cetus wisps. Whilst we do it, we'll hopefully also start encountering Vombulists. There's a wisp.
A massive sentient energy spike in your area. I advise you to be careful.
Yeah, so that sentient is absolutely not an option. Nope. There we go. One intact sentient core. Two. Okay, level 30 is using a little bit more amp power. A little bit more energy. There we go. Yes, the ones a little further afield where it becomes level 30 are a bit of effort to take down with the Motamp. Whatever it is I'm holding on to. Actually, I don't think I'm not actually wearing the amp, am I? They gave it to me, but it appears that I'm not using it. Let's check our equipment of our operator. Now that we can do that. Equipment. Yep, the amp wasn't actually equipped. Ah. Well, that should make things a little bit easier. I expected it to have just been equipped. I saw my operator put it on, so I thought it was equipped. Evidently, seeing something happen doesn't mean it actually happened. The Motamp is definitely better than a non-amp for dealing with those. Not a lot better, but better. So seeing as the only thing I'm currently missing at this point is the Mercury livers, and I can't get them today, as much as I said that the Thumpers are out of reach, or at least certainly not a reasonable choice, it seems like they may be my only choice. Whilst we're here, let's trade in those sentient cores. We've acquired a whole bunch of these. Let's get that 5,000 standing straight up. And then cool standing rank up. This will allow us to pick up one of these blueprints for free as well. Let's go with just the first one of them. Why not? And now if we go back into the wares, I now have the rank to get these as well. That's another 2,000 standing. So let's trade in these until we get 2,000, which will be 8.
That will prove beneficial for you and for us. Well chosen.
There we are. That will allow me to have that amp once I've got the necessary materials. Now, as it so happens, it doesn't look like I really need the other cores for anything else at this point in time. So trading those in as well just seems worthwhile. With that all said and done, the only thing I am missing is the Mercury. I lack the ability to rank up right now. I could go for the Tusk Thumpers once they come around, and we can give them a couple runs at least, see if it turns into anything positive. Now, while I wait for daytime to return to Cetus, there is the matter of those Dragon Keys. So we have got a few of these constructed. Let's bring those all out of here. And I can happily construct some more of them, because I have got plenty of materials to do that with. There we go. With these dragon keys, I can now finally have a shot at getting those corrupted mods. There we go, that's all sorted. If we head on over to Deimos, we have the capture mission here, Horrend. This is going to be our best shout at finding those Orokin vaults. Let's find some corrupted mods. Hopefully the really good ones for the Warframe is what I'm looking for. Crit mods will be nice as well. And we get Tainted Clip. Anemic Agility, that's a good fire rate mod. Okay, mod acquired. Corrupt Charge. Oh, hello. That's useful for the Zoris. So at the moment, I've got Melee Prowess on here, giving me a bit of status chance, so that can come out of there, and instead, the brand new Corrupt Charge can go in, immediately rank it up. This initial combo is going to mean that I then have straight up double damage on my heavy attacks. Now, as much as I could upgrade it to 30, I only need 20 to hit the double damage on heavy attacks, so I might as well spend just that little bit less endo and that little bit less mod drain, having it 2 pips rather than 3, and I still get the benefit. There we are, that has basically just doubled the output of my glaive. There's our door, beautiful. Tainted Mag. 1 minute 32 to get Blind Rage. There it is. Okay, I'm happy now. I've got a Warframe corrupted mod and a strong one. It should now be daytime on the plains of Eidolon. Yes, it is. Let's see if we can't catch us a Thumper. Actually, let's grab one of these. And I'm passing over the major areas they can spawn. And I'm listening out for the sound of one arriving. Ooh, like that. Armor up. This one's only a level 16, much more manageable. If I can aim correctly. Two legs down. Come on, you. Three legs down. 4 legs down. There we go. And we got target acquired. A sniper mod. Resources, Pyrol, Mortis Horn, Copper Ally. No Mercury livers. And it's destroyed. There we go. Gotcha. And it's destroyed. Our reward, once again, nothing Mercury. Okay. Got it. And no. Taxon's down, unfortunately, so I'll finish this job myself. There we go, and again, no. 4 down, reward is, again, not what I'm looking for, darn it. Thank you. Let's check those rank up costs. What would I need to do in order to rank up tomorrow? I would need to build some more Azurite. The rest I'm good for, so I really could. I would need just over 7,000 standing, and then a little bit more to get the bait, and then just go fishing. All of this is just to try and get this done today, because I don't want to go do something completely different. Dead. Ah. There we go. And still nothing. There we go, we get... Oh, for goodness sake. Am I really going to have gone an entire daytime, near enough, hunting all of these Tusk Thumpers and not one could drop the Mercury? 4 legs. Damn it! And there's the Eidolon. Time's up. It's a brand new day, And I think I've learned my lesson. The daily standing for Dan has reset. I can gain another 19,000. Standing, rank up, done. Browse the wares. Now I can grab that Mercury bait. And now, having spent, what, 15 minutes or so getting that standing, far easier than hunting down all of those tusk thumpers, I should now be able to go fishing. It's still daytime for a moment. I'm tempted. I have to know, can I get a thumper to spawn and does it drop a Mercury bit right now? Okay, good news, it didn't. Bad news, it didn't. So I do have to still go fishing. But hey, you know, at least all the work on standing is not for naught. It's fine. Done. That is far easier than going for all those tusk thumpers over and over, which they still give me rewards. It's still been, in a possible description, worth it. It's just, yeah, much more guaranteed. Look at that. 6 Mercury livers, nice and easy.
That was expertly done.
Modular piece, Pencha scaffold, under construction. Excellent. Whilst the amp is building, it's time for the quest which has been taunting us from the top right of the screen for quite some time now. No, little pop-up, I'm not on about the new Strange. I'm on about Chains of Harrow. Chains of Harrow. A strange transmission leads deep into the dark world of Redvale mysticism. What evils will be found there, and what do they want? Let us begin.
Receiving an all call on our syndicate frequency. It's a red veil in code, but it seems truncated. I will play back what I have.
Speak to us. We're listening. What is your name? Good. You remember. We want to help you, Rel. Tell us where you are.
Can't. He's listening.
Who? Rel? Who is listening?
Rap, tap, tap, rap, tap, tap.
Sorry, operator. The message appears
Haunted.
halted. It originated from a Steel Meridian ship near Earth. Will you investigate? I hope not.
Sorry, Orders. We do need to investigate. Let's go have a look.
Emergency power. Not detecting any crew. I don't like this. Search the area.
Even Lotus is whispering.
Blades. 2 refined for a Grineer kill squad. Is there anything else?
This is eerie.
Red Veil. Could they have done this? The Veil have been Meridian allies for years. Search for survivors.
Anyone alive up here?
Tenno, I lost you for a second. What did you see?
Oh, child of Zarman, please help. I served Veil. The flock has been driven mad. I humbly beg for the protection of you and your vessel.
Einmar marking the area. Stay alert. It may be an ambush.
Yoink. Oh. Double yoink.
Great Blind Queen, help me reach the safety of Iron Wake. Our sacred muse has abandoned the temple, leaving our people in chaos.
Tenno, if the Red Veil is in chaos, we must intervene. Get Palladino to Iron Wake.
Oh, holy child, I am grateful for... What is it, Rook? Are they back? Brothers
What
of blood, sisters of fire,
are these
resist
things?
the muse. Blessed Star Child, I owe you my life. Will you meet me at Iron Wake? Only you can right this wrong.
Steel Meridian has received Palladino. You've been granted access to enter their base, Operator.
How very nice of them. Well, let's go meet Palladino and see what is actually happening.
Leave your vessel at the door, sacred child. Come. Hush, Rook. This is our sacred guest. I am Palladino, holy speaker of the Veil, like my mother and hers before. We speak to the other side, to him. Without his focus, I pray he answers. Righteous Rel, of harrowed stars, of hallowed chains, speak! For an age you've guarded the divide between dust and void. Speak! From within your everlasting sacred vessel, you've held the lidless eye. Speak! I cannot reach Holy Rel from here. I will need his sacred focus, a relic stolen from the temple. I beg of you to find it and return it here. Only then will he speak to us.
I'm not convinced that this Rel even exists. I fear we'll have to play Palladino's game to find out.
Operator, a Red Veil seance. How...
I really hate that that cuts out audio lines, but sure, let's continue. Once again, eerie. So, you know, if some spy missions could randomly be like this... Ooh.
These messages, they express Rel's suffering. He's lashing out. I should have seen the cracks for me.
I
He
don't
suffers
understand.
while you dream.
How would Rel know about the dream?
Great Sentient Queen, forgive me. But what you are, what you've made of yourself, is merely drawn from the dreams of these divine children. You are not she. You are not Margulis.
What are you saying? That Rel is a Tenno? Impossible. All Tenno are known to me. I protect them as she did.
Oh, but not Rel. Margulis cast him out, for he was different. Our foremothers took him in and studied his teachings. We became the Veil, the shroud of his blessed existence.
Cast out. I don't believe you.
Rat, tap, tap. The man in the wall.
The man in the wall. That is what he called it. Hush. Try to follow his voice.
I saw that. No, not, no, no.
mother gave him this. Holy Rel was not like other children. Sound, color, touch, it overwhelmed him. The Donda's hum let him focus.
No. Mine. Rap, tap, tap. Rap, tap, tap.
Oop.
Rel, what evil is this? Sacred child, forgive me. I should have known the weight of the void would one day crush the light from me. Rel has become the very thing he warned us of. You cannot kill this, Tenno. Run! You can only run!
Another job well executed.
I feel like some musical outros and outro lines probably shouldn't happen.
Operator, what was that thing? Lotus, can you explain this? Lotus?
Transference energy. Fractured. It was so cold, indifferent, inhuman. If Rel was Tenno, what did he become without Margulis?
That is a very pertinent question. What happened to him?
I have served Rel my whole life, studying Rel's teachings of the void, the dire consequence of traveling by and through it. Now I see that it is true. He alone, in his harrowing sacrifice, has guarded us. What a price he has paid. Righteous Rel, outcast of sacred void, hear my voice. Speak! You have been driven from the vessel by your suffering. You have swallowed the poison stars so we would not. Holy Rel, speak! The Tenno who rejected you have come to your aid! He's here. The Donda. It's working. Giving him humanity. We are listening, Rel. Speak.
Shy?
No, try again. This one?
That looks sad.
Very good. And this one?
I mean, that's embarrassed.
Good, Rel. And how about this one?
Mama.
Yes, Rel.
Mama!
Go ahead, Rel.
That's nervous.
We're in a ship.
Yes?
Impossible speed. Beyond the Brankel gap constant.
I think so. You're better with that stuff, but it's amazing, isn't it?
He's confused.
So why don't they fix me?
Rel, you know why.
Grumpy.
Rel, why?
Because I'm not broken.
That's right. Different. So I love you even more.
Happy.
Happy.
Yes, Rel. You make me so happy.
This memory, his humanity still remains, buried in these emotions he so often failed to grasp. Could they be the key to saving him from this?
These disturbances, they are transference energy, split apart from a single mind. If we could capture them, send them back.
Okay then. Let's make sure I have some kinetic siphons ready to go. Yes. There we are.
Holy Rel, let us bring you the peace you have earned. Guide this Tenno so you can return to the harrowing vessel, so that you might rest.
Rel's warnings, those dire consequences. He was talking about void exposure, wasn't he? The effect it has on human minds is well understood.
But it's not. isn't some kind of deep pressure bends as Margulis suspected. Rel saw what it was. Truly an entity, indifferent.
My fault. Touching is too much noise. It makes me angry.
There, an emotion manifest from the game Rel played as a child.
See if you can stabilize it with the kinetic siphon.
Okay.
There, Tenno. Trap it.
It's trapped. Right? Was that not trapped? Or did I need to shoot it? Okay, apparently trapping means shooting.
Angry. Someone takes the thing you love. Rat, tat, tat. I don't want to go back.
Another. Don't let it escape.
Happy. Mama has a stretchy smile.
No. No. No, 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 no.
He's listening. He knows what you're doing. It makes him stronger. Bored. Waiting too much. There's nothing fun to look at.
Let us get the next set of manifestations.
I don't know if you can make Rel whole again, but whatever you're doing, this disturbance is growing stronger, resisting you. Don't let it stop you. Bring Rel home to the temple.
Is that where Rel is? Has the Veil preserved him in cryosleep as the other Tenno were on Lua?
No, we didn't have that option.
He's listening, but I'm so... Help me.
Well, it's just you, alone and trapped in the transference loop. Don't give in to these delusions of light exposure. There is no man in the wall.
Don't say that.
They are here, the transference pieces. Track down these manifestations and capture them. The manifestation is fighting the siphon. See if you can damage it.
He's embarrassed. Talking and everyone looks at you. Why are you helping me? You hated me?
Wait, where'd he go? There he is.
Excited. All the spider eggs are starting to hatch.
It's too strong for the siphon. Try and weaken it.
Sad. Why did the babies eat the mother?
Operator, there is no evidence of any thing in the void. By my calculations, Rel has lost control of his transference. If we can gather these emotions, I hope he will be himself again. You will need kinetic siphons to trap Rel's emotions. Samaris will have some for sale in the relay.
That sounds like he's telling me I've run out. Verify just how many I do have. 2. Yep, that's not enough. Let's go get some from Samaris in the relay. Let's capture Rel's manifestations again.
How could Rel have lived this long without the long dream?
In a way, he didn't. He knew his mortality would undo his purpose, so he gave up his humanity forever. He committed his soul to the undying vessel.
His warframe.
Yes, he commanded we chain it within the depths of the sacred temple, an eternal vigil against the indifference.
And you believed him. You helped him do it.
Yes. After everything you've seen, wouldn't you?
There, Tenno. Trap it.
It keeps on moving. How do I... There.
The man's possession is fighting the Siphon. See if you can damage it.
I'm held.
Shy. Meeting someone new and can't say hello.
Another. Don't let it escape.
Scared.
No.
You look around and Mama's not there. Tired. You run and run until you can't run anymore.
Blessed Tenno, Rel has returned to his sacred vessel. I will join him there at once. Please, come, for I fear I haven't got the strength to do what must be done next.
If Rel's been caught in a transference loop for this long, the psychological effects could have been catastrophic. This man in the wall, these delusions, symptoms of the void exposure all Tenno experienced. I hope that Palladino can find peace for Rel, so this never happens again.
Still all a delusion as far as Lotus is concerned.
Our temple, our home, his tomb. Come, meet our guiding light. This is why you're here, Tenno. It is time for Holy Rel to rest. But I cannot bring myself to do it, to let him go. He's kept us, all of us, safe for so long, and it's time for you to carry on. Release him, Tenno. Destroy the chains that bind the harrowing vessel. He's earned his rest. You may enter here, but only as your true, sacred form. Holy Rel, you have sacrificed enough. Pass on your burden
Yikes.
and rest. Tenno, destroy the chains. Only your sacred power will damage them.
Maybe I could have done with building that amp.
Tenno, something's wrong. That's not Rel. That's...
Let's have a little quiet. It's my turn to ask the questions. I won't let you take me from me.
What?
What have you done to Rel?
This amp has so little energy in it.
Tenno! You need to save him from this. Destroy the chains!
Tap, tap. You'll let me in, little piggy.
More chains can be destroyed.
But the in kids don't care about the invisible outs. If you were alone in that drift, you'd need a friend. Even like me.
This is a protracted battle of the same over and over. I kind of get the point after the first few. Destroy more of the chains. There we go.
sacred shadow and righteous blood. Blessed Rel, your aged vessel is dust and your chains are broken. Be free!
But the man in the wall, who will...
They will have to. All of them. They owe you this. We all do.
Yeah, I feel...
Go on, Rel. Which one?
Sleepy.
This one, Mama. I feel... tired.
Good, Rel. You were learning. Well, why don't you have a little rest then?
Okay. Okay, Mama.
Was something supposed to be stood there?
Another job well executed.
And with that, the Chains of Harrow quest is complete.
Hey, kiddo.
I'm sure there's going to be no consequences for that. Right? That was perhaps a little bit more involved in that final fight as a result of not having a proper amp. Are the amp parts ready to build? We are. We're a moment away. The quest took just under an hour. With that, I can head back down to Wonko. Oh?
With Rel at peace, we will rebuild in his honor. We will do what we've always done. Take the outcasts, the ones that don't fit in, and prepare them. Thank you to you and your great queen for setting Rel to rest. Take this offering. It's the thing of greatest value I can give you.
I'm not sure what it is she has given us. Those transmissions aren't working perfectly. Let us travel over to Wonko.
What things are and what they should be are indivisible.
Amp assembly. And let's bring in the pieces we have. 4,000 credits. We will now have a much more viable amp. We have a look at our operator equipment and compare the two. This new amp, the fire rate drops down 6-fold, but the damage increase is far more than 10-fold. That is an increase in direct damage on that basis alone. The critical stats are enhanced. We gain status chance. There is a recharge delay stat, but then there was already a recharge delay, so it's kind of moot. The energy per shot at 10 with a max energy of 140 means we can fire for 7 seconds. So we have 14 shots, fire rate of 2, 7 seconds of firing. I can't say what it was before, due to the lack of information on that side, but it certainly didn't feel like 7 seconds of firing. We also gain a secondary fire. This is also using the same energy stat, same energy cost, has a charge time to it, but gains punch through and deals even more damage again, but with a relative lack of crits. At this stage, Dan now has his amp, a proper amp this time, a 111. Dan has put Rel to rest, and as a result unlocked perhaps a concerning new development with the Indifference. Once the personal quarter segment is complete, we can move on with the next thing. The revelations just keep coming, don't they, Dan? Every single time you discover there's still another Tenno, they die.